What's up guys, Xbox X back today with another video. Today's video we're going to be discussing the second episode of Halo the Library Edition. Today's book we're going to be discussing Halo Primordium, so let's just jump right in and talk about it. Now, just to recap, in the first book, Bornstellar is a young forerunner who longs for adventure and to seek treasure. Now, he gets a little bit more than he bargained for in the book, but with Primordium, we don't actually follow Bornstellar's story. He's still in it, but he plays a very small role. In fact, in this book, we follow his young human friend, Chakas. Now, Chakas awakens on a Halo ring. I won't exactly tell you which Halo ring it is, only because it's kind of one of those cool things you find out, especially with something coming out sometime soon. Hint, 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 hint. But besides that, basically what this book does is Chakas awakens on the ring, and he meets up with a bunch of other humans. And essentially what he's doing in this book is he's traversing across the ring, trying to figure out what's going on, how did he get here, where's Bornstellar? And basically he goes on his own adventure, discovering a little bit more of the foreign background and the human background, and learning more about his roots, about where his story takes place in this entire vast empire between humans and foreigners. Now, overall, the book is actually really good. It has a lot of great details that just kind of explain a little bit more of the human story during the Forerunner Empire. This is nearing the final days of the Forerunner Empire, so as you can imagine, a lot of stuff is going on. The Foreigners are, freaking out, they're panicking, and humans are just kind of sitting there like, well, what's going on? Because if you know anything about Foreigners and humans, is when the humans lost to the Foreigners in the war, the Foreigners decided to devolve them back to their primitive state. Now, if you don't know what that means, essentially what the Foreigners did was took humans who at first were a powerful opponent against the Foreigners. They had their own ships, they had their own weapons, advanced technology, and they took that and devolved it back into our very primitive, primal state, where essentially we were, in a way, cave people. Not as bad as cave people, because these people can still speak in such fluent sentences, but their technology, or lack of, is very primitive. And essentially what this does is just kind of give a little bit more of that story. Primordium is a really good book. Personally, I had difficulties reading with it because I'm a very visual learner, but that does not mean that Halo Primordium was a bad book. So, where does that leave us? Halo Primordium is a solid 8.5 out of 10 on my scale. A great book, great details. I love hearing about just the human side. That's the great thing about Halo, is they explore every side of every faction that takes place within any part of the Halo universe. Primordium is no different. We get now just a human story. Plus, this book actually leads up to a lot of stuff that happens in just the Halo games themselves. So I would really highly recommend reading it, especially if you're starting off with Crypto. But that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next week we will be discussing Halo Silentium and why it's my favorite book from the Forerunner saga. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.